Alright, hello everybody. Okay, let's do a little test. Sounds fine. Alright, good enough. Twitch seems to be working. Is YouTube? YouTube seems to be working. Alright. Oops. Okay, here we go. Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back. We're doing another VOD review from Reddit. This time they said they picked up Hulk on a whim, and they said they think they did fairly well. They were bad at first, but they clutched up in the end. They said, can any fellow Hulk mains give me some pointers? I decided I will be maining Hulk. Alright. So, being a Celestial One Peak main Hulk, almost eternity, let's just VOD review and see what we can learn. Alright, first of all, who's your team? You got Strange, you got Rocket and Cloak, you got Scarlet and Squirrel on your team. So you have not great long range healing, but decent if you jump back. You have the Res Beacon, so that's good. Keep that in mind. Okay, I know somebody else already pointed this out on Reddit, but I'll say it here too. Always be charging your jump. You should always see that arrow, because you never know when you're going to need it. Okay. And something else somebody already pointed out is you don't want to be out in the open as Hulk. And this is kind of a general tip for pretty much anybody who's playing Marvel Rivals. So you're out here, you want to be like, you want to hug a wall. You want to be right next to cover. And then when you jumped in right in between all the cover. If you jump in here, then you can get some hits and you take half the amount of damage, or even less sometimes, because then these people have to turn. So definitely you want to not be out in the open. You want to take as little damage as possible. Okay. Here you jump in, you have full health. Okay, use bubble, 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 no bubble, okay. Alright, so this goes to knowing your abilities. Okay, you got rezzed. So with Hulk, you really gotta know, with any character in this game, I made a couple of VOD reviews about this, but you really have to know your abilities. And I don't just mean, you know, press F1 and then it pops up and it tells you, you know, oh, bubble, you get a shield. There's a lot of hidden abilities and different ways to use each one of your buttons, essentially, each one of your abilities. And so I would, you know, after this, I'll just make a full one. I've already done it for Angela. I've done it for the Thing. I'll do one for Hulk. So you can check that out if you want. There's also several other guides of what all your abilities do and their secret abilities and how you want to use them. And so I would say before you even start trying to do competitive, I would just really start to learn your character first. Then once you know your character, then you can take it into competitive and practice actually applying that. Okay, you got an Angela on you. Okay, you're trying to bubble your team. I like that. Good exile. Try to stick on her. Okay, you're down one. Alright, so let's see. Let me write some stuff down. So we already have number 1, know your abilities. And then we'll work on that. It's a lot to learn. I'm not gonna overwhelm you with things because we'll never move on. So know your abilities. Okay, and number 2 so far, positioning. You know, use cover. Hulk has a huge hitbox, and so you really need to maximize the cover that you use, or else you will just be a punching bag.
That felt
Okay,
good.
good job. Okay, so that goes into knowing your abilities. I think somebody else already pointed that out on Reddit. You can use your little smoke grenade on yourself to get ult charge. What rank is this? You know, let's see. They actually didn't say what rank it was, but if I had to guess, I would say probably like gold. That'd also be fun. I'd like to know, I want to do, guess the elo for Marvel Rivals. I think that'd be really fun. Okay, use your bubble. There you go. Okay, get out. Yeah, definitely just use cover. Like, it would go so far if you just stick by the walls. Like, you don't really know how much until you watch. Like, if you watch any high-tier players, they take so little damage. Okay. Alright, you picked... Great, great. You're picking them, sticking on them. Okay, kind of lost them. That happens. Okay, you're lost. You're lost. Find somebody. Find somebody. Oh no. Find him. Alright, that's fine. So, this is something else I say a lot, but if you're in a team fight, it can be really confusing on like who you should hit in target priority. The best thing you can do, especially at low ranks, is just pick somebody. It doesn't matter if it's the wrong choice, like if you're punching up on a tank and you should be hitting a support, as long as you're actually hitting somebody. So right now, you're kind of trying to follow the witch. She's gone. At this point, it's like, okay, she's gone. Let it go. Turn around and start hitting somebody else. And then later, once you're more accustomed to how team fights go, then you can mix in target priority and be like, okay, well, I know I can... Anybody who's low health comes first, and then... Oh. Get out. Get out. Oh, you gotta get out. Oh, okay. That's one way to do it. Oh, exile. Exile! That'll work. Alright, fair enough. That's one way to do it. Alright, so I'll just throw this. This kind of goes into our first point of knowing your abilities. Hulk ult is... the way you use Hulk ult is by knowing your combos. Hulk ult combos. Yeah, so you can... I would say the primary best way to use it, especially in low tiers, is just knowing your combos and using it in crazy offensively in order to either pick up a kill or force out support ults. You can use it later on for like area denial, for pushing people back, for momentum, for, you know, soaking up damage, but that I feel like that's way more complicated right now. Okay, where are you positioning? You're out in the open here. Just walk back. Okay. Jump! Jump! The best thing about Hulk, one of his best abilities is just his jump. So like, you be mobile, constantly be jumping. And not just like a jump, I mean like the charge jump where you're going crazy fast. So if you watch Monster, M-O-N-Z-T-E-R, he does this jump when he's hitting people, and it's like the shortest long jump you could do. Oh, exile? Bubble? Bubble, 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 bubble. Oh. But he does this short charge jump where like you kind of walk backwards. So like if I'm hitting this rocket, I'm kind of walking backwards a little, and then I'll jump over to the other side, walk over, hit him a little, jump over to the other side, and it makes you really hard to hit while you're still getting damage. It's really high level, really good stuff.
I unleash
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Use your smoke? Okay, that's it. Okay, Angela's up. You have rocket ult. Rocket ult just ended. Now you're trying to get out. I like that. Oh, pick up a kill. Get out. Yep. Good instinct to get out. Just a little slow. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely, like, you should have gotten out sooner, but I feel like you realized that at the last second. So, yeah, just count. Make sure you know how many of your teammates are alive and how many of their teammates are alive. And if you're outnumbered, you know, don't make it worse. Don't take the fight. You don't have to. Okay, good recognition. You're not even going to bother with that. Okay, now let's look at their team. We haven't really done this yet. So, let's see. So they have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 counters, like straight up counters to Hulk right here. And you could say the other 2 are like soft counters. So you got to be really careful here as Hulk and understand the strengths of your character as well as the weaknesses, and see like why those characters counter Hulk and how to get around it. So things that you have to look out for. You have your ult right now. Does Jeff have their ult? Because high level Jeffs, they will save their ult for your ult every time. You'll ult, they'll swallow you, they'll throw you off the map, or they'll take you out of it every single time, and it'll just be a waste. So keep an eye out for that. Angela can spear you and push you out of the way and ruin your ult as well. Strange can be annoying but not terrible. Invis can push you away and make things really difficult. So keep in mind what the other team has. Are you gonna go for it? You gonna ult? Okay, now you're up 3. Now don't ult. Okay, good job. Okay, this map's hard, so let's see how you deal with the map. How's your map knowledge? Okay, you're playing in the right spot. Not bad. This goes back to earlier to what I was talking about with Hulk's jump. You cannot play here. Here is okay, but you're not supposed to be on point. That's not your job. As Hulk, you need to be taking space. If you don't really know what space is, the quickest thing I can say is space is anywhere that your team can walk unobstructed. So can your support stand here right now? No, they'll just get hit by Thing and Jeff, and they'll get picked up by Angela here. So this is not your space. Can your supports walk up here by themselves? For a little bit, yes. But the second they turn that corner, no. So in order to maximize your space for your team as Hulk, you can jump all the way up here. You can be standing way up here. And you can just start taking the fight. Because now, even if all 3 of these characters turn the corner and they're right here, your supports can still walk up and take that space. Whereas right now, which I'm assuming is going to happen, and maybe it doesn't, but hey, there you go. Good job. That's perfect. But at the same time, you got to understand where the enemy team is and what space is necessary. So it's great that you're attacking up here, but you're in overtime and your teammates are on point. So if you did that earlier, I would have been happy, right? So back here, if right here, instead of you being down there, then you're up here, I think it's a much better position, because then you can adjust and you can say, all right, I'm right here, I see Thing walk right past me, I see Jeff walk right past me, and so they have 3 people pushing. I can still kind of take a fight. Okay, now the 4 people have pushed. Now I'm gonna pull back. But because you were a little late, you didn't see any of that. And so now you have 5 people behind you. and that's really just not a good situation. Also, watch your target priority. You're kind of fighting another tank in the back line. It's not really the best use of your time. You're not really going to kill him much. And if you do, it's going to take a while. You're not going to gain as much. It seems to work out. Okay, hold up. What happened? Hang on. Hang on. What happened in Strange? Oh, he got ulted. Okay, I see. He got Jeff ulted. I thought he just walked off. Goofy. Okay. Oh, shield, bubble, bubble, bubble. Use your bubble. Use your bubble. Use your bubble. No. There you go. All right, that's all right. We're learning. This is your first competitive game as Hulk. Of course you're not gonna. That's fine. Okay, that's a much better bubble. All right, what are you thinking here? Right now, I'm like, okay. They used Jeff ult last fight, so they probably don't have it. Our invis ulted and their invis ulted. And did their invis already push you back? And did their Jeff use any bubbles? So there's this way of thinking where you kind of pay attention to what the enemy uses that can counter you. Okay, so she ults. Right now I'm thinking, okay, if I can ult, I can push her out of her ult. If not, if I don't feel confident, then I can wait. And then so I think you're doing a fine job here. Use your bubble. Use your bubble. Okay, just goes for the ult. Yeah, you gotta still be jumping, even in ult. Jump. You take so much unnecessary damage from not jumping. Okay, your bubble can save your teammates from getting swallowed by Jeff. Use the bubble. There you go. Good job. Great job. Perfect. I'm glad you know that. Go use cover, stand on the side. Okay. Not bad, not bad. This is all fine. I have no problems with this. Good job. Alright, now that was attack. Let's see how you do on defense. Defense, especially on this point, is pretty tough. Okay, risky. I don't like this. This is not good. Oh no, you're staying. Oh, you're staying. Oh no! Okay. So, I mean, you probably already know this because you tried it. Hulk just can't survive doing something like that. Especially against their team. They have Invis can pull you back. Thor can push you back in. Their Scarlet can stun you. Reed can cancel your jump. Jeff can cancel your jump for like 6 to 8 seconds. Thing can cancel your jump. So this is just not what you want to be doing. Which now you know you already got hit. So instead, what I would do, instead of staying down there, this is what I do a lot, is I will stand right here, basically staring at their spawn door, and I'll have my jump fully charged, and I'll use my clap, his forward projectile. I'll use that the second the gates go down to try to hit like 3 or 4 people to get a couple % of your ult, and then you jump out. You jump out instantly, and then you fall back to the next corner. And you don't take damage, don't take damage, don't take damage, and then you have your clap up again. Then by that time, they're probably like down the stairs. You do the exact same thing. You clap them, you get another 3-4% for your ult, and then you jump out again. So this also brings up the next thing is soft dives versus hard dives. And if you already know this, I'm sorry, but for the people who don't know, you have a soft dive or a hard dive. What you went for here was a hard dive. Now, a hard dive is where you use your abilities and you stay in for a long time in order to secure a kill. A soft dive is where you jump in, get a couple hits, and bounce, and that's it. So right here, like if this was a soft dive, you'd be charging up your jump right now, and you'd have your bubble, and you'd be jumping out the second the jump is ready. But you stay in, you're not charging your jump, so this is a hard dive, and this is just not the right time for a hard dive. So there's understanding the difference between a soft dive and a hard dive, and then understanding when to use them. For a soft dive, and like that kind of goes down to the purpose. A soft dive, the purpose is to A, test the enemy team to see how they react. So if you jump into the back line for a soft dive and you jump out and you see, hey, I jumped in and nobody peeled for the supports. It was just me versus 1 or 2 supports. That's good information. You don't have to stay there for a long time, and then maybe you can use that later. Or I jumped in for half a second and then 5 people turned on me and I almost died, even though I jumped in and out really quickly. Also valuable information. The second thing is to gain ult charge. So you jump in, get a couple hits, ult charge goes up, jump out. And you have to constantly be doing that because one of Hulk's best ability, essentially, is his ult. So you gotta be... You can't use it if you don't have it. And then the third thing you can use a soft dive for is for getting out enemy cooldowns. So things like Invis Push, Jeff's Bubbles and his Shift, Scarlet Witch's E, or her like Stun, things like Squirrel Girl traps, things like that. If you can jump in and you get them to use their valuable cooldowns and you jump out without you using any cooldowns, that goes such a long way. So definitely use soft dives and then switch to hard dives when the timing's right. Use your bubble. Good job. You're good at that. Good awareness. Okay, pick somebody and stick with them. Pick an enemy. Just pick an enemy. You got it. Okay. So you're not really doing much of anything. I feel like in these team fights you're just getting lost. So here's your purpose as Hulk. Your purpose is not to be a shield. It feels like you're kind of trying to stay by your supports. And that is not Hulk's job. Your supports have to live on their own. Hulk's job is to push people away. And either secure kills or get damage. And you want to jump back to your supports. If they need it, give them a bubble and then jump right back in. So be thinking in a team fight, who am I going to hit? That's it. I'm just going to pick somebody on the enemy team, I'm going to stick with him, and I'm just going to hit him. And that you'll get so much more value.
Did I come through the green
Help get that
door
vehicle
again?
to its destination.
Did I come through the green door again?
Okay, use cover. We already know that. So next time you'll... So here, let me give you a good, like... This is what can happen if you use cover. So you jump right here, which is fine, but then you walk out into the open. Now watch what happens, okay? Your health goes down to, like what? Half. Your health hits half. And because of that, you have to use bubble, okay? So that's one ability that you had to use because instead of positioning here with cover or up here with cover, you jumped in with no cover. And so now you have to use that. Look, now Cloak has used one of her healing abilities and she's jumped down. Watch this from your Cloak's perspective, okay? Check this out. Your Cloak's just healing. She's not taking damage. She's in a decent spot. And now she sees you. You're going in. She goes, oh, I gotta help him. She jumps down, uses her thing, and now she's in danger here. Now, luckily, this is low elo. And she has her ult. So she didn't get punished and everything's fine. But it does force things out of your team. And little decisions like that can, like, really go a long way. things just get so much easier when you don't make those tiny mistakes. Not just for you, but for the people, for your teammates. Okay, I like this. You're getting out. Yep, just pick the thing. Oh, you bounce yourself. Okay, wow. Alright, get him. Yeah, good job. Okay. Hold up, what just happened? You missed something. You missed the sound effect. You hear it? Your team just got swallowed by Jeff. And now you know. You're down 3 people. Maybe 4. Probably 4. So whenever you are getting back into ult, just keep in mind like what else is going on around you. Don't just run straight back in, because you gotta know the situation before going in. And then even if you're right here, even if you have no idea what's going on with Jeff, right? You can still just count. Okay, you have yourself, and you just saw Strange, and you see 4 enemies, and you see nobody else. So just on that, it's like, all right, 4v2, I'm out. I'm just not going in. But you get trapped, and you probably lose mech form from this. Oh, don't go in. Don't go in. You have no health. What are you doing? Don't do it. Oh, no. No. Okay. That's just what I was talking about. Just count. Just count. It's 1v6. There's no reason to go in. You're not going to do anything. And because you went in, now you guys don't have a res beacon. Oh. Okay, you almost have your ult. Alright, how are you going to use it? Get a kill. You got it. Charge your jump. Charge your jump. Get there. Okay. Alright. Honestly, a lot of what I'm seeing isn't bad. It's just a lack of understanding of like what Hulk does. I think you're doing fine with your basic understanding of Hulk. But now you know, like, okay, I gotta get out. You're also playing against, like I said, like potentially 6 Hulk counters, depending on how you think about it. So, all right, get out. Your team's dead. They got the point. Just get out. Good job. Bubble, get out. Yeah, that's tough. That's why this team counters Hulk. Reed will just pull you right back in. Jeff will keep you from jumping. Yeah, it's tough. I don't envy you playing Hulk into this call.
Don't let anything stand in your way. There they are.
Alright, I like this. This is good. Okay, that was perfect. So remember earlier I said it's not your job to stand next to your supports? This is what you want to be doing. Because before you were just kind of standing there and there's nobody there. Right now you see, oh man, my invis is low and there's a Thor in her face. So I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to start hitting the Thor. And guess what? Thor has to respect it and he has to get out and your invis survives. That's perfect. That is all you want to do. Now your job is over, so don't just keep, yeah, perfect. Exile? Hey, good stuff. Nice hit. Same. Okay, there's still somebody in your back line. You guys have... Yeah. You guys have somebody in your back line. Okay, alright, here's an important lesson. So, you're sitting here and you're not getting healed. Right? Watch your health. Alright. Now watch your health. It stops going up. Right here. Your health is not going up. That's valuable information. That tells you something else is going on in my backline. And it's really important that you use your health bar as a tool in order to understand multiple things. Understand, okay, if my health is not going up, somebody's in my backline. If my health is not going down at all, nobody's shooting at me, I can maybe push a little forward. If my health is going down really fast, I need to use the bubble and get out as fast as possible or ult. So you understand what the health bar is telling you and respect it. And so that's not what happened here. Instead, you didn't listen to the health bar, and your supports, let's go watch what happens to them. They have, let's see, a Thor in their face, and a Strange in the back line. And how did Invis die? Invis is fighting 2-on-1 right here. Now, granted, your support should be like, hey, please peel, do something, or like read in the back line, something like that. But short of that, you can use your health bar to understand that those things are happening. And that's one way. You can also just turn around and look every once in a while, but that's not really as much of an option all the time. So the health bar is one way of like substituting that. Alright, so they have 2 minutes. You gotta stall for 2 minutes. You're frontlining, that's fine. Oh, that's unlucky timing. Oh, get out, get out. Jump, jump. Don't get swallowed. Okay, fine. Exile, bubble. Okay, nice. That's awesome that you knew that. You know that in your transformation. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy you know that. Good stuff. Yeah, know your combos. Like I said, I promise I will make a video literally after I'm done recording this to explain all of Hulk's hidden abilities. I promise. This is fine. Okay, look at your health bar. Look at your health bar. Watch your health bar. Okay, your health bar is not going down. You can walk forward. It's not going down. You can walk forward. Your health bar is going down and it's not going back up. Your supports aren't healing you. They still aren't healing you. Now, I'm not saying they're not doing a good job. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that they can't heal you. You're around the corner already, which is fine, but you just have to understand where that line ends. Hulk is way back here. There's a 0% chance she can heal you here. She has no idea. And the only way that you can know that is if you pay attention to your health bar. So if you're here and I'm like, all right, I'm getting some damage. Okay, my health isn't going up. I'm not pushing any farther than here. Definitely not. And this also comes to understand like different map geometry. So one good practice is like drawing a line. You say, okay, I know if I draw a line here, across to here, if I cross that line, there is no chance at all that my supports will be able to heal me. So I'm not going to cross that line. I'll stay right here. And then maybe these guys are around this corner and you have somebody in your back line. So now that line retreats all the way back to this corner, from here to there. And the way that you draw those lines is by paying attention to all those factors that we already talked about. Using your health bar as a gauge. Understanding what abilities the enemy team has that can shut you down and make it to where you can't jump out. Things like that. So keep that in mind, and then as you're playing, anytime you lose mech form and die like that, you go, okay, there was a line there that I crossed, and next time, I'm not going to go that far in this exact situation. And the only way to do that, unfortunately, is by just playing a ton of games and dying a lot. Oh. Okay, I like this. You're just picking somebody and you're attacking. Good. Got a bubble. Okay, you're kind of getting lost again. It feels like you don't, yeah. It feels like you don't know who you should be doing, and you're kind of choosing between a bunch, and then end up not punching. Just stick with somebody. Okay, keep your bubble. Keep your bubble. Bubble. Good stuff. You're consistent with that. That's awesome. It's hard to do. Oh, stick with her. Nice. Okay, now just punch the thing. Oh, that sucks that you're rocketed. Oh, good exile. Nice stuff. Yeah, anytime you don't lose focus. Okay. Now here's a top level trick. I mean, you could, right now, you could jump over and try to exile the portal. But, yeah, they don't do it anyway. All right. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible. I think, yeah, there's just three things. There's three things that I would say, like, would really just elevate you, and you could rise through the ranks so fast if you do these three things. Number one, understand all of your abilities.
Final score.
As long as you know your actual abilities and all of them in detail, that can go a huge way. Number two, positioning. Stay around corners, and don't be out in the open so much. And then number three is use your health bar as a gauge. Understand that it's a tool that can give you a lot of information of what's going on in your backline, what's going on in their backline, and how you should be moving. If you jump in the middle and you see your health bar is going down, your health bar is telling you, hey, that was a bad position. If you jump in and you're sitting next to a wall and you're getting damage and your health bar is not going down, hey, that's a good position. So, yeah, do those three. Like I said, I'm going to go make a Hulk guide right now. So if you want, you can watch that. Check it out. I really hope this helps you out. And good luck with the grind. So take care. God bless. And I'll catch you next time. Bye. Alright, how's it going? That was a fun review. I like reviewing Hulks. I mean, I guess he is my most played character. Maybe Emma's close up there, but it makes sense. Okay, I gotta figure out what to do. Okay. Let's see. Health bar as a tool. Hulk review. There we go. Alright. Well, that was a fun review. Let's go, as we promised, let's go make a Hulk guide. That sounds fun. I guess we could look at what rank they were. Well, whatever. Alright. Now let me write down another list. Yo, thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed. Appreciate it. Alright, let's see what we got.
Hulk and I, we're a team.
Let's see. Oh boy, this Hulk guy's gonna be kind of hard. Okay. Let's do base form, and then we got. Let's see.
There's gonna be a fight.
Okay, base form. We got left clicked. We got jump. We've got shield. We've got E. We've got right click. Let's see. Do we have a passive? Does Hulk have a passive? I don't think so. Okay, we've got base, then we've got Namek. And then in Namek, we've got...
I can store gamma energy, but anger I have to let go.
Left click, shift. Okay, and then we've got Alt.
I'm
Hulking arrows! Here they come! Hulk smash!
Alt, you've got E. Right click, jump. Left click. Oh boy. All right, here we go. This is gonna be a tough one.
Here they come!
Okay, I think I'm ready. Hopefully we get a good song. All right, ready? And nope, nope, I don't want that song. Does not fit. Try again. Here we go. All right, hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are doing a ability. Let's restart. Ability breakdown, that's what I'm calling them. Okay, what song do I want to use? This song is fine. Okay, here we go. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing an ability breakdown for Hulk. Hulk is probably my #1 played character right now. I reached Celestial 1 with Hulk and Emma a couple seasons ago, peak. I haven't been playing as much, but I feel pretty confident. And the theme of these ability breakdowns is learning the abilities, but not just at a base level, because there's a lot of hidden abilities that you won't learn from just the F1 screen here. So we're going to start with just base Hulk, okay? So first of all, you have your left click. This is his main way of doing damage. It doesn't do too much on its face. Like, there's a lot of other characters, other tanks, other DPS, even other supports that can actually out damage Hulk, like as far as DPS. But the main thing with this is you combine it with your other tools and it becomes just kind of insane how you can just constantly be doing damage. The thing about this is it can also hit multiple people at the same time if they're close enough. So keep that in mind when you're in a team fight. You can actually like swipe like this and be hitting multiple people at the same time. It's kind of hard here, but it's really easy in a middle of the fight, especially if you're behind an enemy team. Okay, next thing is the jump. This is Hulk's probably like his best tool, I would argue, his most fundamental thing. If you are playing Hulk, you are essentially always holding the spacebar, or if you're on console, whatever the jump button is, and always charging this, and probably always holding left click, always punching. Always, no matter what. This is your way to turn this character from being a walking ult charge battery for the other team into actually being a insane character. Now, what I'm throwing on here on top of it is a bunny hop. So if I just do a full charge right here, and I just jump, I land about 20 meters. Very far. Now if I do that and bunny hop, I get a little bit more. I get about 7 extra meters. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're running from a team, or when you're trying to get some extra distance in the beginning of the game, it can actually really add up. So the way to do this, the input is you jump right when you hit the ground as you land. You do another input. The most consistent way that I think I learned this from Bad GD is another great one, is by actually going into here and you go to change hero and you go down to movement. Let's see, form specific weapons and abilities, and you change it to Hero Hulk and Monster Hulk, and you change jump. You have it on space, and then you also put it on mouse wheel. You can either do up or down. I think down is really easy. And then when you're about to land, you spin the mouse wheel down. And if you get the timing right, you do a little hop. So this is like the basic form of b-hopping with Hulk. The more advanced form is actually wall b-hopping. So before we talk about that, with this jump, if you hold space while you're in the air and you run into a wall, you can actually grab the wall. And you can stay here forever. There's no like limit to it. You can jump from wall to wall, and you can gain a lot of height. This isn't as useful most of the time, but it can help you in some specific situations. It can help you try and help stuff. But there's a mechanic, so if you hold space, the second you press space again or you let go, you drop. And you can use this in combination with the B-hop. And what happens is, if you look at Hulk's momentum when he starts accelerating incredibly quickly, but then he hits a max speed with his jump. And then he stops accelerating. And he stays the same speed. Now, if you B-hop and you hit a wall and you detach from the wall, you can keep accelerating at the original rate that you were going when you started. And also remove the cap. So this is like what it looks like. And you can like go with this. And this is really hard to do, but if you get consistent with it, you can like really go crazy with it. I think the best way to do it is if you flick the camera away from the wall when you go to do it. So when you hit the wall, if you flick away, that's been most consistent with me. This is something that like takes a lot of practice, and it doesn't just take practice in here. When you're in game and you're playing quick play, or even when you're playing comp, if you have any downtime or anything at all, you should just always be doing this. And then once you get it, because then you're going to be understanding, okay, well, I know because I've done it so many times on this specific map in this specific scenario, I know that I can actually make a ton of ground here. So that's Hulk's jump. There's one more thing with Hulk's jump, which is the tackle. If Hulk hits somebody when he's in the middle of his tackle and they're in the air, he will, or when he's in the middle of the jump, he'll actually tackle them down to the ground. Sorry. And you can actually come and practice his here in the practice range. I have a thing set up for it. Go to flyers. This is what it looks like for me. You can change it to whatever you want. But I would just practice this a lot. It's actually also just a really fun thing to practice. You just throw on Iron Man, and then boom. And then and I would practice like actually killing them too. It's kind of hard to do at first, but once you get used to it, it's so fun. Now, another cool thing about this that we'll probably see in a second is this actually stuns people. So if Iron Man tries to ult, if Scarlet Witch tries to ult, if Strange tries to ult, you don't have to use your exile. You can actually just jump at them and take them out. Now, especially with Iron Man, it's really hard to do because his ult doesn't have that much startup time. But like with Scarlet Witch, you can easily... See, there it was. He got stunned out of his ult. With Scarlet Witch and Strange, you can easily jump them out of there.
Maximum pulse.
Alright, so that is his jump. Very versatile. That's what it actually does. The last thing about that, actually, before I go, is if you look at this meter on the right, there's a little red section. Okay, so if you let go of space in the red section, you'll either get a regular jump or nothing at all. Most of the time it's a regular jump. If you go just past it, you'll get a decent sized jump. And what you can do, this is like really high level thing that people do, is you hit, so you're, like say this is like a support, right? You jump in, you hit, and then you do a minimum length jump and a minimum length jump again. And you just do this over and over, and you jump over the person that you're hitting. And it's really, really good, because the person that you're hitting, they're usually going to be walking around, and this moves your hitbox. So imagine you're trying to shoot this Hulk, right? Imagine you're trying to shoot a Hulk who's just doing this. It's not that hard. Now, if you're trying to shoot a Hulk that's doing this, it's way harder. And since Hulk has such a big hitbox, this actually just becomes incredibly valuable. If you can manage this, it's huge. You can also adjust your direction and how much you're doing in the air a little bit. And so you throw that in and like, oh, it gets crazy. So there's Hulk's jump. Next thing, we'll talk about his right click. His right click is a projectile, like that. And it will go through it doesn't stop on one person. So if you line people up, you can actually do damage to multiple people. And there's no limit to how many people, I'm pretty sure. So what you primarily use this for is kind of ult charge. So if this is like the beginning of the game and we're on defense, right? What I'll do is I'll stand like right here, and there's their spawn door. It's like 3, 2, 1. You pop out, you throw it at their spawn door, and then you get out. And that'll give you a couple points of ult charge right there. And then you kind of use it, you kind of spam it for ult charge. And then you can use it in a combo like to secure kills. So like you're here, you're here, you're here, and then they get pushed away, and then you do it that. It does decent damage, but it's not crazy. Not a long cooldown, kind of just a spam thing. It does not go through shields. It's not something I understood for a long time. So if you use it on like a Strange or an Emma or a Mag, it will stop on the shield. It doesn't go through. So keep that in mind. But very helpful. Next thing is, let's see. Oh, with the jump, you can actually cancel the animation of your right click. This isn't as important. It's not as important right now, but it comes handy later. But understand that you can just like throw in a right click and you don't have to wait for it to come out in order to keep moving. So this can make your short engages like really short. So you're like hit and then you're out. I messed up the jump, but you get the idea. Okay, shield. So Hulk his shift is his bubble. If we look at what it says, generate gamma shields for Hulk and nearby allies, absorbing and converting damage into energy for Hulk smash. So basically, it's a bubble. If you take damage, let me get rid of my if you take damage with the bubble, you get more ult charge. So what I've been seeing Monster do recently is he'll actually just pop the bubble and just stand there. So I'm at 1% right now. And it should go faster. You see, we got a couple more percent. So you can use it for ult charge. You can use it to cancel out abilities. So if an enemy Jeff is ulting and you bubble, you won't get swallowed by the Jeff. Strange ult, you won't get stunned. Thing ult, you won't get stunned. Let's see, Scarlet Witch, she'll just break the bubble, things like that. Emma can't grab you, so it can be very useful. It's kind of like the thing that if you're good with your bubble, you can get so much more value out of your left clicks and your punches and everything else in your kit. You want to use bubble for like big things that can mess up Hulk. So you hear Emma go into diamond form, okay, I'm gonna bubble and get out before I get trapped. Things like that. You can also use it defensively. So that's like offensively, you're in their backline. You can use it defensively where like, oh, I see there's a thing, or you know, Emma in my backline. I can jump back and it'll extend to everybody around me, and that's usually enough to get somebody to peel off an attacker. So if you have like a, let's say a Spider-Man or a BP who's on your supports, you jump back and you bubble, their attack is essentially dead on arrival. Because if you do that and then BP shifts through, he's not going to get a shift back because he hits the bubble. So shield, very important. Don't go wasting it, and make sure you know what abilities are on the enemy team that you need to use bubble for. Okay, next up is E, his Exile. So Exile is a really unique ability in the game. It is a stun, but it's not like the other ones. With other stuns, they're frozen. With Exile, they're not here. So if you exile somebody, the 11 other people in the game cannot interact, or I guess 10, cannot interact with that person. So if let's say this is a person, right? If they're here and you exile them, it doesn't matter how much the other team throws healing at them, it will not heal them because they can't heal through exile because they're not there. So you can actually use this to secure kills. So you're across the map and you're like, oh, that person's low. Throw out an exile, and then you can run up and secure the kill. And there's nothing they can do to cancel that out. So you can use that to secure kills. You could kind of use it for ult charge. I wouldn't recommend doing that except for at the very beginning of a round. You can use it to cancel ults. So Iron Man ult, Strange ult, say, like most ults that can be canceled, he can do it. Anything that's CC immune, obviously, like you can't. Like if Emma's ulting, you can't cancel it once it's started, but you can cancel it in its startup animation if you're fast enough. You can also use that to just peel people off your supports as well. So if you have somebody attacking your supports, you throw an exile at them and you jump back. And then the Spider-Man, like if you exile a Spider-Man, they're terrified and they're just gonna jump out anyway. So he's incredible move. It's kind of hard to use because you have to be accurate with it. But once you get used to it, you can get so much value from it. Okay, so that kind of does it for the base Hulk. Let's talk about Banner. So Banner has two moves. Baby Diva, Baby Banner, whatever. He has his left click, and then he has his shift. So left click, you kind of, when you're in this mode, you kind of just want to use cover and like spam. And his projectiles are so slow that you can like spam around corners. And you kind of just want to shoot in the general direction of a bunch of people and hope you get it back. The next thing is his shift. If any person, whether it's yourself or an enemy, that you hit with his shift, it'll give you 8% ult charge. So if you lose mech and you're right in the middle of people, you can use it and get like 20-30% immediately back on your ult charge. The other thing you can do, which I just showed off right there, is you can actually use it to like gain a little momentum. So at the beginning of the game, or even when you respawn and you need to get back to point quickly, you can actually turn around and then launch yourself forward, and you gain, you know, 10 extra meters or whatever, and to get a little bit farther and just a little bit faster. Kind of hard. You get used to it. You got to do it like every time then. That's kind of it for Banner. Next we have ult. So ult is his like best thing, and it's only his best thing if you really know how to use it. First things first with his ult is the jump. Hulk can do everything in his ult that he can do with his jump in regular form. So he can tackle people out of the air. He can B-hop. He can B-hop off walls. So here's the B-hop. And the thing with Monster Hulk with the B-hop is he has so much momentum that he can actually B-hop multiple times. So this is like what it looks like. Hang on. You can actually cover so much ground with this. Like, it looks crazy in-game. You can do it off the walls. It's wild. Yeah. So now let's talk about ult combos. You have some basic combos, and then you have some crazy ones. So the first one is his right click does so much more damage in ult form. So if you actually just right click, it does half their health. Then you exile them to make it to where they can't get healing, and then you right click again, and it'll kill most squishies. I think a lot of squishies just got buffed, so it won't kill everything. But if they're already a tiny bit damaged, it's like insane. So you want to be right clicking as much as possible when you're in ult. And then just like the other form, it goes through people. So you can really like make a lot of use of it. Now, remember when I was talking about earlier when I said you can actually cancel his right click animation? You can do this with his ult as well, and it's actually way more effective. So this is a combo you can do. You left click, right click, ult, and it insta kills a squishy. This is really nice at the end of your ult, or if you need to secure like a quick kill, like somebody like really needs to die, or you're about to die, this can be a quick thing. So I'll just do that on this Luna here. You left click, right click, ult, and you do it extremely fast. So right there, I left clicked and you didn't even see it, but the hitbox still comes out. But it cancels it. The right click cancels it. So I'll do it again. You can see she gets hit by it. She gets hit by the left click, which sends people away, but the right click still comes out. See, like that. And that's like what you want to be doing. You want to be spamming that constantly in ult. Is left click into right click. And then you can do stuff like that across the map. The next thing would be the juggle. The juggle's a lot harder to do. But basically, when you left click when you're in your ult, it knocks people back, as we saw, right? And then if you knock people back twice, you can actually jump up and grab them. So 1, 2, jump up and grab them. And if they have enough health, like a tank, you can carry them and juggle them across the map. So if we just switch to my juggle practice, you can start with Groot, but then I would work my way down once you're good against a Groot and try to do it against like Emma or Penny or, you know, Cap, somebody who's small. Probably not Cap, but somebody with smaller hitboxes, because if you could do it with smaller hitboxes, it's even better. So this is what it should look like. And then you can do it over and over. And then you just carry people off the map, you carry them out of the fight, and then you push them into a corner, and it just gets insane. So that's the juggle. Really hard to do, but you can get so much value out of it. You can carry people. So a good example of that is like, you can actually, like, say you have a rocket that just ulted. If you're really good, you can exile the rocket, ult, and then use the juggle to carry him out of range of his own ult and kill him with it. Another example is Mantis. If Mantis is ulting, you can exile Mantis, you ult, and then you carry her away from her team so she doesn't get the value. Or at the very least, her team has to give up all that space in order to stick with the Mantis. Very hard to do, but if you're good at it, like the playmaking possibilities with Hulk's ult are just kind of insane. I think that's basically it. The next thing I want to talk about is like playstyle real quick. I'll just give a quick, like, with Hulk you want to alternate between soft dives and hard dives. So if I'm soft diving, I'm just going to jump in, I'm going to get a couple hits, and then I'm out. So the purpose of a soft dive is to bait out cooldowns, is to read the enemy, so understand what they're doing, and to get ult charge. Then you mix it up with a hard dive. A hard dive is where you go all in, and you go for a kill, and you use abilities, and you stay in for a lot longer. And you want to mix those two in. And the more that you play, you realize that which type of dive that you do really depends on where you are in the map, where your team is in the map, where the enemy team is, how they play, what characters they're playing. And the combinations are like pretty hard to do. So the best advice I have is just play a lot of quick play, play a lot of comp, and try soft dive versus hard dive, and try to pay attention. If you're hard diving and you die, then that was probably not a good time to do it. Obviously, there are times where it's worth dying in their backline to do it, but most of the time, it's going to be like, okay, did I die? It wasn't worth it. Did I use too many resources and not make them use any resources? Wasn't worth it. Did I secure a kill and get out? Super worth it. So just try it out, see how that goes. Save your shift and your exile for the most important things, and you should be fine. So I really hope this helped. This was a Hulk ability breakdown. So that's it for today. Let me know if it was helpful, and let me know if you guys go up in the ranks because of this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Bye. Oh boy, I feel like that was really long, wasn't it? Let's see. How long was that? 24 minutes. My goodness. Hulk ability breakdown. I feel like I missed stuff too. Like, Hulk is such a complicated character. How long are my other ones? Angela ability breakdown. 13 minutes. The Thing ability breakdown. 15 minutes. Yeah, so that is way longer than the other ones. Well, Hulk is a complicated character. He's hard. Alright, great. Okay, I need to upload those. Okay, let me make sure my stream's still going well. I think so. Yeah. It's doing fine. Not bad. Okay, I will upload that tonight, I suppose, when I'm done, or in a little bit. For right now, we have one more game we need to review. So let's go check it out. I gotta find the thing, though. Is it pinned? No. Let me just search. All right, here we go. Got it. I need to play more. I have not been playing much. Okay, give me 1 second while this loads to let my dogs outside. She getting a little rest. She got pee. All right. Let's see, are you... What? That's probably him. Yep, okay. Alright, I'll be right back, and then we'll review. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we are. Let's get a good song going. What is this? F-Zero? Oh, this is Wii channel. No. No. Yeah, I'm down with this one. Alright. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? What rank were you? And then let me check one other thing before we continue, just to be sure. Alright, let's get started. Here we are. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. It's me, Covenant. I am a, let's see, Peak Celestial 1 player, tank player. And we're going to be doing a, I think this is High Diamond, Low GM Luna game that somebody wants us to review. So, let's get into it. Let's see what we got. Alright, who's on your team? You got Cloak. Let's see. Alright, your other support is Cloak. You have Emma, Thor for tanks. You have Moon Knight and Punisher.
I want to be a part of cleaning up.
Okay, I'm fine with this positioning. Okay, you've chosen to put the snowflake on Thor. Even though your Moon Knight is off by the side. Let's see if that works out. Snowflake placement can be difficult, like, not just difficult as in like it's hard. It's like difficult to choose because both options can be good and both options can be bad. So it's kind of a test and see type thing. All right, now who's on the enemy team? So far, obviously we know there's a Bucky, Mag, and all that, but as far as what you know, we have one piece of information, and that's they have an invis that's pulling your team in. So watch your tanks here. Both tanks and your support got pulled in. So right now I'm thinking, okay, I need to be aware not only for my team, but also for myself. If I'm out of position, I'm gonna get pulled in.
A nice deep freeze.
Honestly, that alone secured them the kill. I don't think there was anything you could have done there. I like that you're just getting out. Yeah, let them die. That's fine.
Moon Knight placed an ult. I put the on.
I don't like this. So this is specifically what I was talking about. You already saw that Invis pulled your team in, and that got them around that corner and basically got them first point by just that pull alone. So I would not even be anywhere near here. Just knowing that. It's like, you're not really going to get much out of this. Now here, much better. I like that you pulled back. Good job. Alright, you have Snowflake on Thor. Thor decided to go for it. I don't agree with that. I'm perfectly fine with you just letting him die. Like, he's got to know you guys had 0% chance of actually taking that. You have no ults. Yeah, that's just bad on him. Alright, so now it's been long enough that you could definitely press tab and check their whole team. So they have Mag, watch out for your ult. Bucky, don't get hooked. Invis, don't get pulled in. Thing might charge you and be on your backline, so be careful of that. Moon Knight can insta-kill you. And Rocket, understand like how your ult works against his, as well as Res Beacon. So, see if you keep that in mind. Moon Knight. Okay. You're fine. You're keeping everybody... Are you forgetting something? No, you're fine. Positioning, that's fine. Kovacs. Aim. I can tell you're slowing down your shots a little bit to get more accurate. I think that's fine for now, but eventually you'll have to speed that up because you got to get your healing up. Like, it's not... What I'm trying to say here is, like, it's good to land your shots, and it's really bad if you're trying to go fast, you'll get even less healing. But eventually you have to work up to being able to go fast and hit your shots. You know, best of both worlds. Okay, like this positioning, you got pressured and you're out. And he has the snowflake anyway, so no big deal. Heal up your squirrel. There's an off there, nice. Okay, they ulted. Are you gonna counter ult? You're gonna clap it. I don't like that. Yeah, let's see, do you have your ult before this? Yeah, I mean, you're at 99, 98. I mean, I guess you could say it's worth clapping into it to try to get your ult. But I think you could probably have just gotten it with left click. Hard to say. You got really lucky that thing missed. You got really lucky. Oh. Okay. Did you guys double ult? Oh, that sucks. Alright. So yeah, this is tough. This is tough as a support because Invis ult, like, can really screw you over. I would not put this on you. I know as a tank main, if I'm playing Emma here, where is their Emma? Their Emma is like way too far out. You're not saving Emma. That's on her. Thor ulted. And now it's his responsibility to get out. Which he's coming to you. So he didn't even lose any health. So what I'm trying to say here is instead of like scooting up to the Invis where you have no idea what's going on there, I just respect it and give space. It's like, your tank has to know, I gotta get out. But instead, you go up, and then you have literally no way of knowing that thing is about to ult you. And like I said, you got really lucky. I kind of want to just see. Yeah, he just straight missed his left clicks. If he doesn't miss that, you're just dead. Dang, you got so lucky. Yeah, let him die, respect the Invis ult, get out. Obviously, you probably know. Hey, Gaming Addict, how's it going? Obviously, you probably know, communicate with your team. You can't be, you know, double support or ulting. That'll end games. How's my day been? It's been good. We've had some good reviews. We got to review a Hulk. I did a Hulk guide that was very long because that character's crazy. And now we're doing Luna. How's your day going? Okay, your team just changed. No more Thor. Now you have a Penny. So now you have 2 frontline tanks. So who are you gonna put? If you don't mind, can you review one of them again? Oh, sure. Yeah. I am super down. You know, let me check real quick, but I'm pretty sure I have in my server. Yeah. If you join the Discord, I have a channel of VOD review requests. If you could just pop in there, put the put your main or mains, put your rank and your tag, and then put the game ID. If you pop all that in there, then we can review that next. I should still have time. But yeah, of course. All right. What's next? Let's see. So yeah, what we were saying, you now have a very strong front line. So who are you going to put Snowflake on? It looks like you're switching to a DPS. I like that. Either DPS or Emma, because your Emma has proven already to be pretty aggressive. So you might get a lot of value by putting it on there. Going to the server right now? Perfect. Kovacs, make sure you hit your shots. Okay, so you're at 40% right now, and you have neither person on your team has a support ult. So I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, I gotta get a support ult. So let's keep that in mind. And then what ults do they have? Just Bucky. So I would be saving Shift for Bucky, or if there's a crazy play that happens. Okay, right now, this is something I was kind of talking about with the Hulk earlier, where you're kind of floating in between two positions, and you're not really focusing on one. And I understand it's kind of different as a support, but I think it's better if you just pick a spot and stick with it, and then let your team kind of come to you, unless in the worst case scenario. I could be wrong about that. That's a support specific thing, but that's there. What do you mean tag? Or just like whatever your in-game name is, if you're on, you know, PlayStation, your PlayStation Network name. Just whatever it would show above right here. I usually hide the tags, by the way, so like it just says player 4. But it's so I know which person. So nothing if they're no, if you're on PC, it should say your tag, your username. Yeah, your username. There you go. Yeah. Okay, watch out. They have a squirrel. Don't be here. They have a squirrel. Luna, get out. Please. Okay, now you can push. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, just keep him alive, keep him alive, keep him alive. Freeze. You kind of rushed your freeze. Did you hit him? You missed, right? Let's see. That's armed and dangerous. You missed. That's all right. I kind of do this with Hulk as well, like with my Exile. If you rush it on a Bucky, you're gonna miss. You want to time it right. It's kind of hard.
By the eye of
Freeze. You already have it. Oh, that's fine. Uh-oh. Nice job. Good stuff. I like your positioning here. I like that you clapped into it. You even secured the kill on Strange. That's amazing. Good stuff. Be aggressive. Go punch him. You can turn the corner. Oh, I really wish you were aggressive there. So this is what we were talking about last time, where the space that a tank makes is only actual space if people walk into it. Watch your Emma. Look where your Emma is. Your Emma is way out here. Bucky got pulled back, and then Squirrel is pulled back. It's, what is this? It's a 3v3? It's a 3v3, but you guys have all the momentum. So if you walk, or 4v3, sorry. If you walk forward, oh, 4v4, I didn't see the rocket. But still, it's in the server. I will check it out after this one. So if you walk forward here and you're able to turn this corner, I know it's kind of risky with Squirrel, but it enables your Emma. And your Emma, like I said earlier, your Emma is like crazy aggressive. And in this case, the squirrel wasn't a threat to you because the squirrel was peeling for your Emma anyway. So you could have saved her. You were just a little slow. And again, that's tough because your support, you only have, you know, less than 300 health. So that's like a judgment call, and it could go either way. In this case, it works out. Your Emma dies, but you guys are still all right, and you have your ult. But I'm aggressive, so I prefer aggressive supports. It just depends. There's, you know, upside and downside. Kovacs. Okay, your pennies need some help. Okay, they came back to you. Good information. Initially I was like, well, you can go, you know, heal your penny here, but this is a terrible idea, and I'm really glad you didn't do it because Squirrel Girl would eat you alive. So, good job. Way to be ahead of the game.
I was worried.
Okay, don't stand here. This is a bad spot.
Deep freeze.
Squirrel Girl, let's just watch from Squirrel Girl's perspective and see what it looks like. Squirrel Girl doesn't even need to see you here. This is literally exactly where Squirrel Girls are trying to aim. Is right where you're standing. She aims like 6 shots, her right click, her left click, and her ult right where you were just standing. So honestly, probably like #1 piece of advice, since I know you struggle with Squirrel, is to go play Squirrel Girl and see where you aim.
I am ready to punish.
Oh, good ult. Good stuff.
Please.
Nice damage. Nice. Yeah, damage. Go.
I was worried.
There you go.
Be strong together.
Good stuff. All right, be aggressive with her. Let her make a play. Okay, now it's time to back out. Hopefully your Emma understands that.
By the eye
Back
of
out.
Agamotto.
Good freeze attempt. Almost got it. Kovacs. I like the pressure. Okay. Okay, you need to be getting your ult back right now. I like that you're not trying to save your teammate. That's actually good. Big brain. They know they're on their own. Keep him up, keep him up, keep him up. Okay. Don't go anywhere near the Invisible. I like that you're using the portal for cover. Ooh, keep her frozen. Oh, your teammate screwed you.
Penny. That should have been me.
Okay, this is tough. This is a really tough spot. Let's see what happened to your penny. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put this on the penny and not on you. Where like, she's trying to play here, which is fine, but then she scoots forward and tries to go into this corner. That's on her. She's got to understand like where your supports are. That's not on you at all. Oh, get out. Okay, yeah, or die. Yeah, that's on your penny. And probably even before that. They had a good portal that was in a weird spot. I like that you used the portal for cover, by the way. That was also really good.
Time to stop them.
I feel like not a lot of supports are going to do that.
Still got songs to sing.
Wait, your penny's dead again?
I've still
Why is your penny dead?
I've still got
What?
Again!
Okay, they didn't G out. Okay. Well, what can you do? You're working on your positioning, so have fun with that. I will have fun with that. No, I have a lot of fun reviewing. It doesn't matter. I reviewed like I think it was a silver or gold, and it was so much fun, honestly. We got to watch like 3 or 4 people just walk off the map. It was great. So I'll have fun either way. All right. So speaking of positioning, Valk, you gotta stop standing in the middle. Look at where Squirrel Girl is aiming. This Squirrel Girl doesn't see you at all. They're not aiming for you. They literally are not aiming for you at all. They're just aiming down where people stand. That's it. Are you Eternity? I was 1 game away from Eternity. Unfortunately, I lost that 1 game, and then I haven't really been able to grind. So my peak was Celestial 1. Mostly tank. Yeah, Celestial, pretty much. I was very close. But yeah, look at the squirrel. She does not see you at all. So all you gotta do is just position slightly differently. With squirrels, like, you count that as Eternity? That's very generous. I wouldn't. But I'm mean to myself, I suppose. Yeah, I'd be like farther back here. Yeah, I'd be back here, Valk. Like, you can't be up there playing against this Squirrel Girl. You gotta have cover. If you really want to be close, you can be down here, because like you're never gonna get hit from Squirrel Girl nuts from here, because she'd have to bounce him off that wall. And if she does that once, like, that's crazy. You can just back out. But with Luna, you can be farther back. She has that ability. But you really gotta stop being in... This is like the perfect spot for Squirrel Girl to just spam and get a kill. Okay, you have your ult. What are you saving it for? There's only one ult that you gotta be countering it. And I know you're good at tracking that stuff. So let's see it. Here it comes. Oh, give him Snowflake. Give him Snowflake. Oh. Okay, here's something I don't see you do as much, which is using Snowflake aggressively. So we've seen it a couple times. Your Emma goes in aggressively at a point, and now your Stranges. At this point, it's like, you see the Strange jump in the air. You know he has his ult. It's like, all right, he's going for it. Give him the Snowflake. This is the same thing. You did it perfectly with the Punisher. Just give him the Snowflake and let him go make a play. Technically, you didn't have to. Nice. Good stuff. Good ult. I knew you were ready for it. Good stuff. Way to ult track. Oh, you even kept him alive. Wow. Great stuff. Okay, don't make the mistake. Back out. Okay, now you can push forward. Stay in that ult. Spam. Yeah, I don't think clapping into Invis is a good idea. Like, you're just gambling at that point, and it's not as good. If you waited like 2 seconds, then you would see there really wasn't much to shoot at. Then you could be clapping here against, you know, Mag ult. So yeah, bad habit. Don't clap into Invis ult. Other ults, sure. Invis, no. Look where you're standing again. You have no cover. You have nothing near you. And you are like perfectly... Let's just switch over to Squirrel Girl. And she's staring right at you without even doing it. If she misses... So what this Squirrel Girl is doing right now is this Squirrel Girl is aiming for Strange. If this Squirrel Girl misses the Strange, she's going to hit you. Like, she doesn't even have to try to hit you. She's literally aiming for the tanks, and she's going to hit you. So use that cover. Stick out of it. Waste of a snowball? I don't really see what you're going for there, especially if it's overtime. Wordle, okay. Squirrel has ult. Okay, that's fine. You're in a much better spot because you're slightly to the right. Good, you felt the pressure. Oh, Kovacs. Did you hit that shot or did you miss? Let me change the speed real quick. I want to see.
Thanks.
Kovacs, miss. Miss. Oh, you hit one. Yeah, Kovacs, gotta hit the shots.
I am ready to put on a show.
Yeah, you needed to ult. It got forced. That'll happen. Okay, one, back out, back out! You gotta scoot out faster. Your life is more important. As shitty as that is as a tank main, I'm like, no, you gotta be scooting back out at 3. So 3, 2, 1. You gotta be over here by now. Either over here or back up the stairs. Even if it means like your tanks suffer for it. Because they have abilities to like stay in there. Unfortunate. You guys... Oh, second chance? Nope. Alright. Okay. Oh, this is a long game. Okay, you guys are on attack now. Let's see how you do. Okay, you have Emma, Mag, Namor, Bucky, and your other support is Cloak. Okay, right now I'm thinking that Emma's aggressive, unless it's the other Emma. That might be the other Emma, because I don't remember having a skin. I think they switched. But if it wasn't, I'm thinking Snowflake on her, which looks like that's what you did. So I also think Emma's really good with the Snowflake, so I think that's a good one. Okay, I like this right click. Old charge. Okay, don't... Uh-oh. Okay, so I was just about to say, don't stand in this. It does way more damage than you think it does, but the main thing is that it forces you to back up. So if you're, instead of standing in this, if you're over here, you can actually heal without taking damage. And then you can push up. But right now, like, you're half health, you have to respect that. You have to back out. And because you back out, I believe your tank dies. Yeah, watch your Emma. Your Emma goes in at the wrong time. Or maybe she got pulled out. If she got pulled, then there's nothing you can do there. But you definitely made it easier on them. Yeah, she got pulled. That'll just happen. I like that positioning better. Back out. Just keep going. Good freeze. Go stand and spawn. Go stand and spawn. Okay, that's fine. Oh, let's go. Kovacs. Good stuff. Where's mine? Okay, don't stand there. I like this. Okay, see, this is the exact thing we were talking about earlier. You were standing here. Watch what happens to the squirrel girl. She's gonna bounce him off the wall. She can't actually hit you because you're standing down here. Much better, much better. Stay near the wall. And you're doing it again. You're staying near the wall. Uh-oh. Oh, you guys are backing up. Oh, no. What happened? Why everybody back up? What's going on? Okay, you have ult. Go forward.
Again!
I think your Bucky realizes it a little late, but he does realize it. Your Namor doesn't see it. What happens to Emma? Did she die before this? Oh, she got obliterated. Yeah. Alright, fight's over. Oh, you picked up the kill.
I was worried. Fear thyself.
Uh-oh, Mag's dead. Ooh, oh, you have Snowflake on him. Good. Alright, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, you have ult. What are you looking for? They don't have Bucky ult, they just use that. They don't have Rocket ult. They have Squirrel, they have Penny, they have Mag. So there's nothing like super urgent. Maybe Squirrel, but you'll probably be fine. So you can kind of just use it whenever. Kovacs, good stuff.
I'm ready to put on a show.
Damage, maybe? Yeah, yeah. Damage, 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 damage. Okay, heal. Invis ult's tough. I like this. You're just backing out. Your support, your tanks know. Good stuff. That's much better. Good job. Way to adjust. Okay, this is like the most dangerous spot at this point. Is like scooting between there. You got to be real careful with that. Where you walk through here, like you can just die from Squirrel Girl and Penny. So I'm glad that you didn't stop there and you kept going around the corner. Like, you really got to pick that spot good. So, good job. Good stuff. Put the snowflake on her. Put the snowflake on her. She's being aggressive. Let her be aggressive. You kept it on Mag. He's not doing anything. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, that's unfortunate. Yeah. So understand, like, if your teammate's gonna be aggressive, like, unless you don't want to enable it. But I don't think your Emma's done anything like too crazy that wouldn't warrant it. I think they've been, you know, decent so far. I just say let them be aggressive. Now, if you put the snowflake on them and they still die, even though like they have the snowflake and they're just like way too much, then sure. But I don't think they've done that.
Magneto!
Disappear!
Okay. Oh, you guys are triple support now. Uh-oh, squirrel. Nice freeze.
Thanks so much.
Honestly, like, you're probably not gonna kill Squirrel there. You did a great job freezing her. I just let her go. I just go and, like, let her sit there frozen and go join in with your team. But I'm kind of nitpicking at that point.
Thanks so much.
So there's this concept in Melee of,
I like the cold.
in Melee teams where if Puff rests somebody, you don't wake up the Puff, you just go beat up on their teammate. It's the same concept. Like, just leave them frozen and then, like, go help your team and fight a, 5v6 for 2 or 3 seconds. Oh, get trolled, get trolled, get trolled! Oh. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay, why were you up here? What happened while I was going on a ramp? Why are you up here?
That one hurts.
Are you chasing somebody for a kill?
I was worried.
What's the thought process here? 'Cause this is not, yeah. So I'm fine with you trying to position up here, but this is the wrong time for it. If you were trying to position up here like earlier, let's see, in the fight, like right here, that's fine because right now you're fighting. Actually, even here wouldn't be good because, well, this would be all right because you're 5-on-3, so you actually can do stuff like that. But when you chose to do it, it was too late.
That one hurts.
Like, the fight has started now. Right about here, the fight, like, their team is back, and we're in a team fight. So this just takes too long. And because of that, you don't have ult. If you were sitting there getting your ult, you would have had it in time, and then your rocket wouldn't have ulted because you would have already ulted. So, timing. Timing, timing, timing. Uh-oh, don't stand there. Oh, no. Okay, understand when your ult's gonna end. Where are you gonna go? If you've got 3 seconds left, you need to be in a better spot. Now, granted, Squirrel, she did make a good play. She jumped down on you. But this would have been a much better spot to, like, be back up here where your rocket is. But it's also tough. Either back up there or, like, back over here. So when you've got 3-4 seconds left of your ult, you need to retreat. So that's 2 times now that you've died. Actually, no, both times you've died out of your ult, like leaving your ult, because you didn't back up. Okay, kind of throwing away Snowball. I don't agree with it much. I understand you're trying to, like, use it for ult charge, but I mean, how much ult charge do you really get with one Snowball? Like 2 or 3%?
A nice deep freeze.
Be a little more reserved with your Snowball. It can make a huge difference. Good positioning. I like this. You're using the wall. This is great. Shoot it. Shoot it. Oh, don't walk forward. Don't walk forward. This is like...
That one hurts.
This is like you're playing Frogger. And then the car... You see that a car goes by, but you don't look to see if there's another one behind it. You run out and just get hit right by the next one. Like, you can't... This is like the same car, though. Like, you step in front of it for no reason. That's... Stay behind the wall. You gotta respect it. Snowball? Okay, he blocks it. That's fine. Clap. Don't have it. Yeah, I just feel like
Be strong together.
It feels like you're using your abilities like too quickly and not. Now there's a fine line here of like, okay, if I don't use my abilities and wait for the perfect spot, then I get less use out of it, and sometimes I won't even use them. And then there's, I use it too often on cooldown, and so I won't have it for the right situation. Oh, that song's gonna be weird. So I feel like you need to rethink when you're using your shift, when you're using your snowball, and when you're using your clap. Oh, good attempt. Good attempt. Good ult. I like this. Good stuff. Okay, 3, 2. Where are you gonna stand? Where are you gonna stand? Okay, much better. It was, you were kind of already there. Okay, this is a good clap. I like this. Good job. Nice. Way to give him the snowflake. This is all great. Okay, careful of the left. So, the one thing I'll say, I like your instinct whenever mag ults to get out, because usually you are the target of a mag ult. But if you think about the situation at hand, there were, in both of the last 2 mag ults, there was 0% chance that the mag goes after you. So if we look right here, what is going on your team? Why is mag ulting? It's because you have a Punisher ult. And in the last one, the reason mag was ulting was because you had a cloak ulting. So it's not 100% foolproof, because sometimes they'll use that, like especially with Punisher ult, they'll charge it off Punisher ult and then go kill supports. That is the thing, but the likelihood of it being a thing is very low, and so I would take a second to look at the mag and double check first. But you know, if there's any doubt, I like that you just got out. I think that's fine. You're too close. You're way too close. Get out. They have a Squirrel Girl and a Bucky and an Invis. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to be here.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Alright, we gotta kind of speed through this.
You need me. I don't have to be center stage.
Okay, here's another example where like I wouldn't really use right click, because you're not gonna kill anything here. You already have ult. And it's a what, 15 second cooldown?
Take your squirrels back to
There you go. Like having ult there would have been really, or right click there would have been really nice. Okay, there you go. Okay, you didn't double ult. And now you're in the clear. They have strange ult. I know you're tracking that. Oh, give him the snowflake. Okay. Oh, go in. Just go in with ult. Go in with ult. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Don't be afraid to use Luna ult in those situations, to make more advantage out of your teammates' ults. Because you had a huge advantage here, and I think if you give Punisher like a tiny bit of extra damage here, I think you guys will. That mag probably dies if you do it. But it's a gamble, so I totally get not going for it. You guys should get this point. Oh, killer! Good stuff. Oh, you guys pushed it all the way. Nice job. All right. Let's see what's next.
3, 2, 3.
What is this portal? What am I looking at?
Only 60 seconds.
Your strange portal? There's spawn door? Bro, what? What is this? Okay, be careful here.
That one hurt.
You can get pulled into their spawn by Bucky. Keep that in mind.
Worried. Down to 30 seconds. Be your best self.
Oh, smart.
A nice deep freeze.
Oh, almost. A little bit faster reactions there. Maybe he lives. Kovacs! Kovacs!
It's one of Moon Knight's ults.
Moon Knight ult! Moon Knight ult! Oh no! Oh, you got really lucky. So, you probably know this. What rank is this? This is Diamond 3. So, with this, look at Moon Knight. When Moon Knight is going to ult, he puts his arm up. This is the only animation that he has that he does this. So that's one giveaway that you know he's about to ult. The second is every Moon Knight player does this. They will just completely play differently when they have their ult. They'll just run forward. They'll use their shift to jump high. And then they'll ult. So you see a Moon Knight jump up to the side, jump forward. He's way out of position. Just know, like, here comes his ult. So here I'm like, ult, 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 run, run, run! Your rocket really saved you there.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Okay, get your ult. Get your ult. Oh, bad snowball. Be patient with the snowball. Oh, run, run. Or die, die. Okay. Yeah, you gotta wait. Be patient with the snowball. I
I'm making
feel like you rush it a lot.
Now might be a good time to stop them. That hurts. I was worried.
Leave them to conquer.
Disappear! A nice deep freeze.
Okay, we already talked about not clapping into invisible. Oh, you're mag? Okay, good stuff. So that's what I was talking about earlier, using it aggressively. I like that. It can backfire, but I think it gave your team a good chance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get out, get out, get out.
I am ready to
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I like the clapping into Strange ult. That's much better, because you can actually see what you're hitting. You can line people up. Oh, miss.
I don't have to be center stage.
Nice, good stuff.
The current score is
All right, last push. Man, that's a long game.
The Yggdrasil will not survive without our help. Go.
there. They are.
Oh, they have a Hulk now. How are you gonna adjust? Okay, I'm gonna assume that you're not on comms with the squirrel.
30 seconds.
Maybe. Let me see. 1 second. No, you're not on comms with the rocket, I think. So, how are you gonna know if the rocket is being jumped? That's the question.
We're finding our groove.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Throw like a fish.
Ooh, good freeze. Much better. Okay, you got 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Oh, you see an advantage? You're pushing with it? Go to the left. Go to the left. Okay, back out, back out. Oh no! Did you guys lose this game? No?
Someone needs a snowball in
Them
their
to
face.
Khonshu.
Ooh! Get up there and clap! Okay, you're fine. No clap.
It's okay. Admit it. You
Oh, your team clutched. Good stuff. Portal? Freeze? No. like your positioning. Okay. Ult, ult, ult. You need to ult here. You need a counter ult.
I am ready to
Yeah, so... I mean, I understand waiting, but it was just a little bit too long. Cloak's ult lasts 15 seconds. Yours lasts, what, 12? I think if those numbers are still correct. So when does Cloak ult? Let's see how long you wait. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, a bit too long. Just a little bit earlier. It's overtime, so there's no time after this. So you kind of have to. I like that you're pushing it a little bit, but just a little less. Oh god! Oh my god! Oh, they have a Venom now? Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Well, while he was doing that, you guys got the point. Nice. That works out for the team. You died for the team.
Welcome to Rocket Launch Service. Leave them to Khonshu.
Jeez. Are they gonna have another fight? Yeah, they have 2 ults. Freeze them.
Turrets blown. I'm infantry again.
Oh, freeze. Here it comes right there. Good stuff. See, you waited that time. You waited with the freeze. You were a little bit more patient. Good stuff. Okay, you gotta get in. You gotta get in. Go in. So in this situation, you need to be in. You have to be in there. Because if you're not in there, you can't see what's going on. And it's overtime. Like, any other situation, I would agree with you and say, like, you could even back up a little bit. But you can't afford to lose it. Even if that puts your life in danger. Plus, you still had your freeze. And your right click. Yeah. And then once it ends, you could either back out. In that situation, I would push even farther because you have 3 people in your face and you have teammates on the other side.
Someone needs a snowball in the face.
Oh! Bro, what just happened?
A nice deep freeze.
Stay in spawn, stay in spawn. Oh! Nice. Damage, damage. No, your team's all full. Damage. There's nobody there. Just kill him. If they have Squirrel Boy here, you die.
I don't have to be center stage.
Good stuff. Uh-oh. Freeze him after he comes out. Okay, that's fine. Much better positioning. Okay, now freeze him. Nice. Okay, so that was a much better time to just get out of dodge when the mag ulted because there wasn't an obvious target. Good stuff. Uh-oh.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Nice. Good stuff. All right. So let's see. The two big things I can think of. Number one is like just timing. Timing with cooldowns, timing with ults. Sometimes you were a little late with the ult. And then with the cooldowns, you were a little early and you kind of rushed them. And then the other thing would be positioning. Just watch where you're standing. It feels like you're like decent at positioning in some areas, and I wonder if it's just a map knowledge thing. Like I feel like in this section of the map, you were pretty good. You used your cover pretty often. On the last section of the map, you were like pretty bad when you were defending, but decent when you were attacking. So pay attention to like each section of the map. But yeah, pretty fun review. So I hope this helps. Take care, and I'll catch you guys next time. God bless. Bye. All right. So there is one more. I got time for one more review as long as it's not a super long game like that one was. Okay, so let's see. F2. Timings. Diamond 3. Review. Here we go. All right. Now let's go get that one from the Discord. Review requests. All right, Gaming Addict, are you here? Okay, this is Plat 1. All right, good stuff. Perfect. So you are playing Magic. I want to learn Magic more. I feel like I can play her decently, but not at like a high level or anything. But we can talk positioning, and I'm pretty good at diving. So this should be fun. All right, let's start the video. What video? What music? Yeah, this is a good one. All right, ready? Oh wait, I gotta let the dogs in. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Okay, hello. Are you ready? Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. It's me, Covenant. I am a Peak Celestial 1 tank player, and we're going to be doing another review. This will be the first one where we actually have the person we're reviewing in chat. So, we're reviewing Gaming Addict. This is a Plat 1 game. They say they main Magic, Invis, and Luna. And they said it wasn't the greatest start, middle, or end. So, they also mentioned they want to be working on positioning. So, let's take a shot and see what we're doing.
You have to stop them from securing the mission
Okay.
area.
You don't know me.
Playing my Penny Mines. Okay, already, not super enjoying your positioning, but it's not terrible. Magics can position in a lot of different areas. So you can start with... This is what I do with Hulk. I think Magic can get away with this, and you can right-click the door. But, I mean, this is not terrible. It's better than going out and dying. So, let's see how you stretch the map. Okay, first of all, who's your team? You have a Luna and a Rocket. So you have good long distance healing and good back distance healing. You have a Psylocke who can dive with you. Good to know. And then you have 2 frontline tanks. So there's a lot of information you can get with that. You can understand where you're safe, where you can get healing, where you can't get healing, and where you're going to have help. I just don't like pushing up too far in case they have a good Bucky or something. Right, yeah. So when I mentioned with Hulk, you can actually stand like here. It's because Hulk can get out fast, but also this distance is far enough to where you can't get hooked. So you basically, you would charge your right click, you would throw it at the door, and you wouldn't even look to see if it hits, and you just immediately get out. And that's just for ult charge and things like that. But it can be risky, so I don't blame you. Like, it's kind of more of a judgment call. And not necessarily in that position, because the positioning is going to be a little different for Magic versus a thing. But definitely give it a shot. Okay. Awesome. You have the combos. Great. Now one thing you have to be really careful of, and we'll see if this bites you later, is saving one cooldown to get out. So you see this little like jump that you have to do to get back? You're really lucky that you have 2 frontline tanks who are positioned correctly to help you out in this situation. But in general, you want to keep one of your movement abilities to get out. I know it's hard with magic, and honestly, I think if you just, instead of with this last portal, instead of going to the side, if you went back, it would have been a little bit better. Thought this Luna would be good. Yeah, not...
I was in trouble.
Typically you save my dash. Yeah, I wouldn't rely on your supports like that, because so that line of thinking is like it kind of makes sense, but when you get higher up, what it ends up doing, and we saw this earlier today with the Hulk, is when you jump in and you force your supports to use cooldowns on you to save your life, usually what happens is like, okay, the DPS gets out, or the Hulk gets out and everything's fine. It's like, well, it's actually not fine, because now your supports are down a cooldown, and better teams can actually just take advantage of that. So you got to be real careful with this. It seems like you found your spot. There are other spots of the map though, so make sure you're stretching the map out. Okay, yeah, you maybe could have used E. I like that you didn't rush. You picked your spot decently well. That's fine. Oh no. Oh, no cooldowns. Yeah, you never want to be there. So, okay, you're going back to the same spot. Map positioning was questionable. Yeah, that's alright. One thing to keep in mind, what I said earlier, is stretch the map. If they're playing support, like, so you said you also play support. If you're standing here as Luna, and you know, okay, Magic has attacked me from up here 3 times now, that's probably where they're going to attack again, it's much easier to position around that. Now, if you're standing here and you know, okay, Magic attacked me from here once, and then from over here once, and from over here once, and from back around here once, it's like, it's way harder. And that's before you have even done anything. So definitely, like, don't force one position. And when I say that, these other positions, like, you really don't have access to anymore. But the cool thing is you don't even have to launch a full attack. You can stand here and do nothing. You can literally just appear here, right? Like, you know, say you go all the way around. Let's use this as a better example. Say you jump down from your perch, right? And you go around this way. I think Magic can get across this. And then you pop up here. And then you throw a right click at Luna. You don't even kill her. You don't go for anything. You don't threaten her life. You just throw a right click at her. Now you're in her head already. Magic can get across that? Okay, perfect. So, like, it's the softest of things that's going to make them rethink stuff. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, that's crazy that you even hit that. Okay, yeah. Don't stand out in the open. Seems like you already kind of figured that out. Okay, how are you going to adjust now? You switching? No? Okay. Oh, were you gonna go portal? Maybe that's what it was.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I'm gonna hella... Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I do that too. I do that a lot, actually. My characters get banned a ton. It's quite annoying. I play Hulk, Emma, Angela. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's a little soft engage. You're good. I would, yeah, don't fight the Thor. Good stuff. Okay, this is just a team fight. You're doing fine here. Now this is not as good. I like that you got out. That's fine. Okay, get out. Get out. Good stuff. Keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going. You have to respect it. Oh. So in this case, there's two things you can kind of do when you guys have 0% chance of like shutting this down. I wouldn't say 0, but very low chance of shutting this down. So your only two options here, I don't know why I jumped. It'd be like that. Your only two options here are either fully getting out and respecting it, which, judging by the 10 seconds that he can walk and all the other stuff, you would have to get all the way back to here to help with your team. Or you can fully hide and then prepare a counterattack when it ends. Now, if you're going to do that, you have to position in a spot where nobody can see you. So you got to be like back down over here and like really sneaky. And the second they see you, you got to have a backup plan of like, okay, I'll try to hide here, but I'll get out this way. But you kind of sit in between where you're like, maybe I can push, maybe I don't. And then you wind up down here, and then you have to get out in a bad way. So, alright. Okay, you have your ult. Oh, you messed up the combo? No, you got it, you got it. Good stuff. Okay. Now, there's a lot of chaos going on right now. I think you're down 1. Is that right? Looking for ult, but you didn't see half my team? Perfect. Yeah. So I was just about to say, okay, you're down your Luna. You're down your Psylocke. You get a kill. And then your Penny dies. I think your Psylocke got rezzed. Yeah. So this is just a team fight. This is judgment. Like, personally, I might ult here, given the right spot. You get a kill. That's fine. You don't use it. That's great. Yeah, I'm seeing no problems here so far. Okay. Yeah. Number one thing so far is it's not necessarily that you even have bad positioning. It's just that it's the same positioning every time. That's all. Wow, good stuff. You got that kill. Okay, now this is kind of bad positioning. You're kind of out in the open. That's just not where magic thrives. Much better. Good stuff. Okay, your tank died. Get out. Okay, so some things have changed on their team. They have Luna, Bucky, and Thor, who can all really mess up magic. Add more variety to my positioning, just not this game. Okay, well that's great. You're already working on it. Good stuff. Something I like to mention is just keep track of the enemy switches and keep track of what abilities on the enemy team can shut down your character specifically. So you're a diving character. So the three things that can really shut down is Bucky hook, Luna freeze, and Thor pushing you back into his own team. So just keep that in mind. See if you get caught out by anything. Yeah, Bucky's insane right now. Okay, when did you ult? Did you ult before? I didn't see the timing of this. You kind of ulted at the same time. That's kind of tough. You try to make the most of it. Like, that happens. At least you didn't die. So that's fine. Get out. Okay, you see somebody low. Yeah, again, like, stretch the map. Stretch the map. Use the left side. So you start this attack right here by going straight through the middle. You just go straight through the middle. And because of that, you end up stuck over here. And you had to use 2 movement abilities to get there. So, and then you have nothing to get out. Stretch the map. Stay on the left side, like pop out. Okay, good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, good. You understand that the fight is lost. You're not going back in. I like that.
Only 60
Good stuff.
seconds left. A nice deep freeze.
Uh-oh. Don't get lost.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Oh, he's in the back line. You guys can just kill him. Uh-oh, you got lost. Uh-oh, you got lost. Okay, so this kind of goes with stretching the map. But kind of understand that there's... If you have a timer when you're diving in the back of your head, that's tied to specific areas.
Judge,
So if you think about it this way, it's like... You've been basically right here, this whole area. Right? You've been in this area for so many seconds that now their team knows and has time to react to you. The best thing you can do as a dive is be in and out of an area like quickly. So watch their team. Nobody's reacting to you yet. Okay, now Bucky's turning at you. So you have 1 person looking at you. Now you have 3 or 4 people who are capable of shooting you now. You just overstayed your welcome. That's kind of all it was. I'm just glad Bucky didn't get the ult. Eh, fair. That character's broken right now. I ban him every chance I get this season. But yeah, don't overstay your welcome in one area.
Still a chance to stop them.
Hey, you're moving around, that's fine. You got the kill, good stuff.
Behind you. The final 10 seconds.
Okay, they're portaling. Nice. Good stuff. That's not terrible. I mean, what did you say this was? Plat 1? That's not bad for Plat 1.
Be your best self.
Just a couple adjustments. Yeah, Plat 1. Oh, don't walk in the middle. Go right, go left. Don't walk in the middle.
Need some help.
Don't walk in the middle. Currently Diamond 2. Yeah, you're trying to play Magic like a frontline character. She's just not really effective like that. And you can kind of do this a little bit, but in higher elo, you're just gonna get picked off, and it's just not where the character excels. You're brawling so I can touch point. Yeah, it's really just not. That's not your job though. Like I understand that's what you're doing, but like. The thing is, if you have 6 characters on the other team that are all doing what their character excels at, and then you have 5 characters on one team that are doing what it excels at, and then 1 character who's doing something that a different character would be better at, then you're giving your team a disadvantage. Bad idea. I just want to think about that. Yeah, it's tough. And then so, it's different if you're like forced into that situation. Or like right now you guys are all in a team fight, so you're doing it anyway. But even in this team fight, now that the team fight is over, you're Magic. You're not supposed to be on point. Like look at what your Psylocke is doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Even your Bucky. Now come on out here, like challenge some space. Maybe not on this side. If you're gonna go this side on Magic, like you gotta go really deep. That's fine. Or up and around and things like that, but You definitely don't want to be on point and front lining a lot.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
How long is your right click? 4 seconds?
Enemy in front of us.
Yeah. So I think if you have better positioning here, you get this kill sooner, and it has less chance of it actually going bad. Because, like, if you had gone up here when I said, then maybe you launch this assault on Bucky from here, and then you hit him with the right click and the shift, and then you can get out faster. And you're going to need to be able to do that, because later, the Bucky lives here. Because the support makes it to him, or he dashes out instead of that point. And so that your value is going to go down. Okay, oh, you know the okay, good. Alright, got you. I was gonna say you probably shouldn't magic ult when there's a support ult going on, but if you know the combo and you can kill the cloak out of it, then yeah, I'm all for it. Also, there was probably something to be said about like the little micro choice of not just killing the rocket while he's here and then going for it. Especially because he's already half dead, but I mean that's kind of a judgment. There's no like clear answer to that. Go to the side. Okay, you're just rolling. It's fine. Get out. All right, that's fine. Luna came in. Yeah, now just clean up. You guys have so much momentum right now that I'm fine with you being frontline right here. I don't mind this at all.
I'll never trust Magneto.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Okay, be really careful here. Be really careful here, because you're walking into a situation that you don't know exactly what's going on. You gotta be careful in that situation. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, hello. Alright, so I was saying, whenever you're in this situation and you're going through a portal, you gotta be really careful, because you gotta understand, like, anything could be on the other side of that, because the way that audio works in this game, I've jumped through a portal and then you get hit by Scarlet Witch because you didn't hear her ult going off, or, you know, Strange or whatever. So, if you're paying attention here, you go, okay, they're down a mag, and I didn't see anything else, so I should still be full on my team. A good thing to do is when you jump through the portal is just take a second to look around and like make a mental note. Where are my healers? If I need healing, where do I go? Where are my tanks? Who's under attack? Who's low? You kind of just go crazy. I mean, you get a kill, but it doesn't end up working out. I don't think there was much you could have done there,
You're not
but
rid of.
still,
You're not rid of.
it's a good practice to have of like being aware. Okay, you're detected here. Yeah, don't go forward. There you go. Go around. Yes. Good. Okay, you guys are up 3. Yeah, now who cares about stealth? Just go finish him off. Okay, go touch spawn doors. Go touch spawn doors. Don't wait. That's not your job. Go. Get in there. So, if you can, if you start attacking over here, or even better, like over here, you're gonna make them use resources out of spawn that they then won't be able to use on point. Now, when you do that, don't have a full dive mentality of I'm gonna use my right click, my left clicks, both my E's and my dash. Like, don't do that. But you know, you can still do a lot. Plus, you almost have your ult. Good stuff. Okay, focus on one of them. Pick one. Okay, good. Nice. Alright, and you guys want to clean up. Not bad. I mean, not a terrible game. If this is Plat 1, like, you'll be fine. You just gotta adjust, like, a couple things. I never really want to see a magic running up the middle. That's not really what magics do. The only time you're ever gonna do that is just, like, in that last fight where you're already up 3, so just go in and, you know, help your team. So don't run up the middle. Stretch the maps. Understand where you can attack from. The map is so much bigger than most people realize, because you can attack from literally like so many different spots. So definitely stretch the map, and then you know, save one of your movement abilities for getting out, and you should be fine. Those are all the main things we can go on now, and then maybe in like a week or two, if you want to come back after you've gone up like from Plat to Diamond, because this is Plat 1. So like if you hit Diamond 1, I'm sure you'll run into different problems, and then we can come do another VOD review and go more in depth. So I hope this helped. Thank you so much, Gaming Addict, for dropping by and giving me a VOD review. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Take care. God bless. Bye. Sweet. Alright, sorry for the break in between. Yo, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll be doing more VOD reviews as often as I can. Obviously, I upload them all to YouTube as well after. So, thank you so much. I think I'm going to be done streaming for today. This is usually when I end it. So, I'll upload all these, and we'll keep on going. So yeah, definitely be back. All right, sick. Thank you guys so much. Take care. God bless.